Hello everyone, Cello Doodle here, and today I will be revealing some secrets in Animal Crossing New Horizons. First up is when you stand on the ledge between the grass and the beach, your character will actually bend their knee. This is a cute little feature that makes the game seem more realistic. Something that some players may not know is that you can actually use the bathroom in this game. If you eat something like a fruit that you didn't mean to and you don't want to break your rocks, put a toilet down and you can get rid of it. This is actually a fun little feature because it's not only funny because you can use the bathroom, but it's also pretty functional. Kind of like the toilet, another surprisingly functional item is a trash can. You can actually use the trash can, so if you're breeding flowers all the way on the other side of your island from Nook's Cranny, you can just throw them away. This also works great if you fish up a ton of trash or if you messed up time traveling and spoiled all of your turnips. Certain fish and sea creatures can actually be placed without a cage. This was extremely popular when the game first came out to have a pet snapping turtle, but the fad did die down a little bit, but they're still perfect if you want an interactive pet. Certain types of large crabs from the ocean can also be placed outside of a cage as well. If you are into aliens and the supernatural, I recommend that you stay up on Saturday, or time travel like me, to 3:33 a.m. on Saturday, and you will be in for a real treat. If you played any of the old Animal Crossing games and missed Mr. Rossetti, just call up rescue services and you'll actually get to talk to him again. If you talk to Sable every day, she will eventually warm up to you and you can actually learn her sad backstory. It is a really nice side quest that I am glad that they have added, and it makes the characters feel like they have some more dimension to them. If you have a lazy villager, it can be very interesting to try this talking with them because sometimes they are a little self-aware. They will sometimes make a comment saying like, oh, could all just be a game, and it is pretty funny that they added this. Certain villagers can actually have fights in this game. Certain personalities don't get along very well, and if you catch them talking to each other, they will sometimes storm off and get super angry after the conversation, which is kind of cute because these villagers don't get angry or upset or sassy most of the time. If you head to the museums in the evening, you can actually find the Bug Fight Club if you have some beetles that you have found on the trees. It is very fun to watch and see who wins. In the museum room with the outlines, if you are lucky, you can catch a villager standing in the outline. It is super rare and I have never personally seen this, but if you stand in the empty outline right above the monkey skull, there will actually be a light that turns on above you, which is super cool. Ever get scammed by Red? Well, it may not be all that bad because some of his art is actually haunted. Some of his art will do various things as the sun goes down, so next time you get scammed, see if you got a special piece of art. If you ever want to have an Animal Crossing pool party in the ocean, you can actually do reactions in the water. This was a nice touch and makes it super fun to splash your friends with emotions. You can actually do a fun flip into the water if you hold down B and run off the dock, then click A right before you jump. It can be tricky to do, but super fun once you get it. If you ever have a friend over, the next day your villagers will comment about them. If they did certain activities such as a ton of emotions like my friends tend to do, or they water flowers on your island, the villagers will actually mention this to you, and it is super cute and it's a nice touch because it feels like your villagers actually care what's going on your island. If you ever actually pay attention to Isabel's non-news blabbing, she says that if she says that her horoscope is lucky, you should plant a few extra bells that day, because they can result in some pretty high-priced money trees and you can actually make back your investment over 10,000 bells. Want to freak your friends out? Just jump off the 3rd level without telling them. You can actually dive off of cliffs, including ones that are at the 3rd level and even the 2nd level. In your house, if you have wallpapers with windows, you can actually close the curtains. It is a great set for setting the mood in your house and making it a bit darker and lighter in certain rooms. The first time you find a golden nugget, you will learn a rather fun recipe for the King Tut mask. This mask will make you trip and fall all over the place when you run. If you run with a cider seasonal item, you can even actually break your glass, which is pretty fun if you and your friends just want to have a little ridiculous fun. Have you ever gotten a balloon and accidentally let go? Now, when you're running with the balloon in Animal Crossing, you can lose it too. If you picked up the bean seasonal item and you throw them into the water, they will actually make little ripples and a splash. If you ever have the urge to feel superior to Tom Nook, try crafting in resident services and he will clap for everything you make. This works with other NPCs as well, but Tom Nook is one of the more satisfying of them. If you like to go on dream address tours, if you talk to the characters and NPCs, you will actually get special dialogue related to the dream. This last little secret's in the museum, and if you go into the back bug room, you can tell Blathers avoids that area because he has a little bit of an escaped ant problem, which you think he would want to control because he hates bugs and not just ignore the problem and let it get worse. But that's up to him. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel, and I hope you found out something new about New Horizons. You guys probably knew at least a few of these, but I just went over all of them because if you've only recently picked up the game, some of these used to be popular things are not talked about anymore. So I think going over all these is super cool. If you guys think of any that I missed, leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, leave a like and check out my other Animal Crossing content. I will see you all next time. Bye!